McLaren MP4 12C for about £185,000 nowadays, or for half that you could have one of these. It's the Gardner Douglas T70 Spider replica, and it's not really a replica because Lola didn't really make any Spiders, but it is based on the fantastic, absolutely one of my favourite shapes of all time, the Lola T70. It's got a Corvette engine out the back there, which isn't in the most mad state of tune. It's got just under 500 horsepower. But here's the thing, this car weighs just over 900 kilograms. So even though the McLaren has got quite a lot more power and quite a lot more torque, it hasn't got the straight line performance of this anything like. We've got a Porsche 996 GT2 gearbox, which takes a bit of warming up. The steering is no power assistance, and now that I'm on the move, it's great. I mean, it's quite heavy, but it's super precise, and there's just so much feel that comes at you through the rim. You just know where the front end is on this car at all times. But with 500 odd horsepower and not a lot of weight, it's where the rear end is that you really need to be aware of. So there's no way that I can talk whilst driving this car quickly, but I do need to have a go in it properly in order that you guys can hear what it sounds like and can see what it looks like. Ready? Ooh, this feels quite naughty in a straight line. It's not so much the power, it's the torque. When it gets to about 3.5, it really starts to go. There's this lovely long throttle pedal travel as well, which is great because it's kind of up to you as to how much poke you want to dial up. If you're feeling really brave, you put the pedal all the way to the floor, and it takes a long way to get there. But then if you just want to balance it through a quickish corner, you don't need much throttle at all. Christ, it goes when you put your foot down though. Gosh, I'll tell you what, it sticks as well. This has got some proper grip, this car. Everything feels pretty meaty, I have to say. Slow down a bit. It's amazing. It's the exact opposite to the way the McLaren feels. The McLaren feels refined, civilised, sorted, easy. Anyone can make the McLaren go pretty fast on any road and on any track. It's that well resolved, and it's that easy to get quite close to its limits. But you don't do that in this thing. This thing feels like it would tear your arms and legs off whole if you started to muck about with it. It's pretty rewarding as a result, but it's also pretty terrifying too. You really do have to have a bit of a quiet word with yourself when you're driving this thing. You get totally carried away in it. I mean, it's not doing anything nasty at all. It's actually really nicely balanced. It stops brilliantly. It's nicely balanced mid-corner. A little bit of oversteer if you want to. It's good. It's very good. You are always aware though that there's this big weight behind you, big old Corvette engine, which if you did the wrong thing with the throttle at the wrong time in a corner, you would be in deep trouble, and I'm not sure it would come back very quickly. Look at it though, I mean, what a car. What a thing to look at. It's a monster. Really big, nice, cuddly monster. It's quite interesting getting in the McLaren immediately after the GT70. It just feels, it feels like a kind of mobile computer. The ride is so much softer, the steering The steering in isolation in the McLaren is lovely, but after that T70, it feels light and just a little bit lifeless, to be honest. It's very accurate, but it's just, there's nothing like the feel coming through the rim. What it is though, is shatteringly quick. Okay, conclusion. This is not really any sort of a contest. It's just, we brought the McLaren along just to see how good the very best, the absolute cream of the kit car industry might be beside, I guess, the cream of the normal road car industry. And the truth is, they are miles apart. They're not rivals in any shape or form. But the thing is, if you drive that T70 anywhere, people are just going to go mad. They're going to drop to their knees. And they're going to ignore this if you're in convoy with it. The kit car industry is alive and well. In fact, I reckon it's healthier now than it's ever been. And that T70 proves it. It's a lovely car, the GD T70. So is the McLaren, but I don't know. There's just something about a car like that, that looks like that I really like. Top day out.